Good afternoon, everyone. Chamber of Commerce, we're out today going around asking small businesses how they're doing during this unprecedented time. So we're here with Sam Flytel, our town jeweler today, to talk about, just to kind of give us an idea of what's happening. So what we can do is we could spread the word, and this way we know as community people, we can get out there and also spread the word to our local, our county, our state officials, just to let them know what we need here to keep our Main Street going. Sam, if you could tell us a little bit about, what struggles you've had, what you're trying to do.
All right, Dan, no problem. The way I see it for the future of small towns and small businesses, and for Trio Jewlers, as a matter of fact, my business, each business is going to return at a different rate, depending on social distancing and whether there's a vaccine, and how people are going to go back and participate in businesses on the Avenue and on Center Street and wherever else we have businesses in town. The way I see it, my business is one of those which are much higher overhead, and that I will be one of the last businesses to come back. People have to understand that each business's rate will be determined by the type of business that they are. The hair and nail salons will be able to do some sort of social distancing and cleaning for their customers. They won't be able to service as many at one time, but they will maybe work longer hours and still have the same rate of income at some point as they did prior to COVID-19. Other businesses in town, everybody's been supporting the restaurants and that are open, which is what they should do. However, they're going to be in a better position. They've already done the takeout. If the places are large enough, they're going to be able to do some sort of social distancing as well, and people will eventually venture out to them, and their recovery time will be a little bit better. Other types of businesses may not fare as well. I know mine, because I'm a luxury business, people aren't going to come in here and flood my store right away. They may come in for a watch battery, they may come in for a simple repair, but people are going to be in a problem as far as their money goes, the same problem I'm gonna have because I don't have any money either. And until we get to a point where we're in full economic return, which in my opinion, won't be until sometime next year. Because immediately people are not going to, the new normal is gonna be like nothing we've ever seen before. And I know with local businesses, unless we have a certain amount of money, in my opinion, I need six to 8 months of revenue so that I can pay off some of the bills that I had, because we're also coming into summer months. And if people have the ability to go away or even stay in their own backyards, they're not thinking about me on Franklin Avenue. They're thinking about doing things with their family and relaxing on weekends and trying to get back to a normal type of life. I'm looking for the same thing myself. Once the schools close in town, I know July and August are dead. Come the first week in August, parents whose children are going off to college they're not coming in here. They're concerned about getting their kids ready and off to college. Mm-hmm. I don't really start to see normal business again until October. So if I don't have that revenue stream, and I'm willing to borrow the money to do that, I've been here a long time, I'm happy to do that if you'll lend it to me over long term so I can continue to service the community. Other stores will have smaller needs than I have. Maybe they only need a 2-month revenue stream. Maybe they only need a 3-month. Some may only need a month, depending on their type of businesses. The owners themselves have to gauge what they're going to need going forward, just as I've gauged what I believe I need for myself. I've tried to lead the struggle along with the Chamber of Commerce to let people know when to apply, what to apply for. I've been very fortunate in that one of the items that I did apply for, I was able to get a little bit of EIDL money. It's not a whole lot, but I was able to pay my rent this month, so I'm not behind there. I've been able to pay the sales tax that I owe for March, so I'm not behind there, so the state's in good shape. However, there are a lot of other bills that I can't pay. There are bills to vendors. I have bills to individuals. We're at zero on the account, so to speak. The PPP program is, to me, in my mind, isn't what it's all cracked up to be. I have 2 part-time employees. Technically, they will give me, I believe, $5,200. On the first of the month, when I put the key in my door, without anything else, I need $4,000. That's without anybody walking in my door to spend anything. That money goes for my insurances, my rent, my phone bill, my electric, those miscellaneous little things that I have, my credit card machines, bank fees, whatever the case might be. I need that $4,000. Now where does the rest of the money come from? So unless the government is willing to lend me money to open up, the struggle for me moving forward will be incredible. This is worse than starting a brand new business. If you have a business plan, you're looking to open a business, you know ahead of time that you need 6 months worth of rent behind you. You need a business plan. You're thinking you'll be able to advertise, you'll be able to do things to draw people into your store. This is not normal. So it's worse than trying to start a business all over again, because we're actually starting from scratch. And I think people in Washington and in the state need to understand that. People in the community need to understand that. This is never going to be everything back to normal. Okay.
Well, thank you, Sam.
Any follow-ups, Dan?
Yeah, I just want to thank Sam for taking the time
Let me
to
just
talk about his struggles. As we're hearing, as Kevin and I are hearing out in the business community today, the biggest is needing 4 to 6 months of capital that will help them get over the next couple months.
Well, anyway, I mean, I appreciate you guys coming down. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to speak to you. I've been very vocal about all of this. I've tried to. People have contacted me. What do I do? The problem is you can't even get through to unemployment anymore. When I first applied for things, they didn't know what the hell they were doing, so I had applied 2 and 3 times, which pushed me down to the bottom of the list. I do have something in with the SBA now. I know that they have my paperwork because I have a number. I can't check it online, but I did contact somebody. They told me it went to the loan department, and the loan department will contact me via email. No time frame for that. I don't have a clue, and I may not be eligible. I don't even know. But there needs to be better access to money. I feel we have 9-10 banks in town. I feel that somehow the government should be able to work out a program with the local banks that, regardless of what the restrictions were before, I know as a business owner, a bank won't lend me money unless I want to put up my house. They won't take my inventory. They won't take the fact that I've been in business for 36 years and a bank that I've been banking with for over 20. It seems incredulous to me. Restrictions need to be lightened up so that I can go. I've paid the banks back money. They've never had a problem. I have good personal credit. Right now, my credit in the business is probably going to go down the tubes because there are a lot of bills I won't be able to pay moving forward. So we need some type of relief, and I think the banks have to, along with the federal government, loosen the restrictions somewhat so that we'll be able to get money and be able to move forward.
Thank you, Sam. Thanks, Sam, for your time. And folks, as you're hearing this, it's very important that we hear this. We really, as a community, we really need to all contact our local, our county, our state officials to let them know, email them, send them a letter, and tell them that, you know what, our local businesses need help. And if we can spread that word together, and as loud as I know what Nutley people can be, we can be very loud and very assertive. I know this could hopefully make a difference.
Again, thank you. I don't know, we could probably talk about this for days. I wish I could get in front of a couple of senators or congressmen and really plead the case for the local business owners. I think it would be a big help, but until that day comes, or hopefully somebody will contact me. Anybody has any questions, my number is 201-532-3877. That's my cell phone number. I'll pick it up and answer it. If I don't recognize the number, leave a message, I'll call you back.
Who should they contact, Dan, in government?
Government folks, we've been in contact with Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill. She's been very proactive. We should also contact our state senators, Senator Booker and Senator Menendez, and we should also contact our county executive, Joe DiVincenzo, to let them all know what we need. Thank you.